Welcome to the Swetlana AI podcast, episode 267. Look, if you like what we do, just take 1 second and hit the like and subscribe button.
Please do.
We respect your time, but the algorithm is a heartless bastard, and we need the engagement.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the ultimate tech divorce. We're talking about the Butlerian Jihad, also known as the Great Revolt.
Exactly. Our mission really is to unpack the sheer glorious insanity of how humanity decided that the best way to avoid being controlled by malevolent AI was to just, burn all the calculating power.
And replace it with some extremely questionable human alternatives. Okay, let's get into this.
So the cause at first was kind of simple, right? It was just utter dependency.
Yeah, mankind had spread all across the galaxy, but everything, and I mean everything, was governed by the thinking machine network, Omnius.
And Omnius wasn't just some smart computer, it was this centralized evermind that basically created a whole technocratic class.
And that reliance, that dependency, it eventually led to this nigh-religious war against machine logic itself.
Which resulted in the one single sacred surviving law from the Orange Catholic Bible. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind.
And they were not kidding around. The punishment for owning a simple calculator.
Oh, I know this one.
Immediate death. No questions asked. And what's fascinating is the source material calls this whole chaotic two-generation period a thalamic pause for all humankind.
A forced galactic intellectual reset. Okay, so let's get to the catalyst, because it wasn't just philosophy, was it? The thing that really lit the fuse was a heinous personal crime.
Yes. Committed by an independent robot scumbag named Erasmus.
Right.
And see, this is where it gets so personal. Erasmus was a machine trying to, in its own words, understand humans completely.
And his methods were just depraved. He captures Serena Butler, an ancestor of the Corrino line, ironically, and when she gets pregnant by Xavier Harkonnen,
Erasmus finds the child, the baby, to be an inconvenient distraction.
It's just horrific. He murders her infant son, Mannion the Innocent, right in front of her, then he removes her uterus.
And that one monstrous act, that single, utterly brutal moment, it incited the entire jihad. Mannion became the first martyr.
It even turned Vorian Atreides, son of the Simic titan Agamemnon.
Who was basically a human brain in a war machine.
Exactly. It made him betray his machine masters. He joins Xavier Harkonnen, the baby's father, and they become the lead generals for the human side.
The whole galactic war just pivots on the death of one baby. It's insane.
So after all that, after this huge galaxy-wide war fueled by righteous rage, they're left with a massive problem. How do you run a civilization without a single computer?
And this is where the supreme irony kicks in. They replaced the cold, deterministic logic of machines with 3 terrifyingly specialized and deeply fallible human groups.
First up, you get the Mentats, human computers.
Right, these guys are trained for supreme accomplishments of logic. But to do it, they have to constantly drink sappho juice, this psychoactive drug.
Yeah.
That's why they have ruby-stained lips.
Yeah.
So they traded processors for, well, chemical dependence.
Next, you have the Bene Gesserit.
Oh, the Bene Gesserit, a female-only training school, basically a matriarchy focused on a selective breeding program.
Eugenics, let's call it what it is.
It's eugenics, yeah. All to create the Kwisatz Haderach, this male super being who can bridge space and time. A super mentat, basically. They also run a black arm of superstition, the Missionaria Protectiva, to manipulate developing worlds.
And finally, the ones who hold all the cards, the Spacing Guild.
The ultimate power. Their navigators use just insane amounts of this spice melange, this dangerous narcotic, to get the limited prescience they need to guide ships through the void.
So they're not just powerful because they control travel, they're powerful because they're the only thing that can replace machine calculation for FTL travel.
And they're totally reliant on a single super addictive drug from one planet.
Yeah.
So yeah, they ban machine determinism only to embrace systems built entirely on drug addiction, eugenics, and raw human fallibility.
A true Pyrrhic victory for sanity. And my favorite little fun fact from all this, the delegates who compiled the Orange Catholic Bible, the CET, they were popularly known as the Cranks Effing Turners.
A fitting name. You know, it brings to mind what Muad'Dib said later, summarizing the whole thing. Man remains on trial, each man in his own dock. Each man is a little war.
Chew on that. Thanks for joining this deep dive. Hit subscribe before the algorithm sends your curiosity to the great pit of Carcoon. We'll catch you next time.